Hello y'all and welcome to Good Night Mare. I'm Mare and today we're going to talk about our homeschooling year-round schedule. So a little bit ago I showed y'all our homeschooling day-to-day schedule and what that looks like. And I hope that that helps somebody out there because I found that to be very helpful when we were first starting out. Like I said, it's a great tool to have to kind of stay on a schedule, stay on a routine, and really get yourself immersed into the whole homeschooling realm, if you will. So when you have a schedule to work with, you can adjust. And that's the beauty of homeschool, is that we really have everything that we need and then some. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. I have it right here. So let me go ahead and pull this paper here from my handy dandy little sleeve. And let me show you what our homeschool looks like. This is our year-round homeschool. So we tend to homeschool starting at the middle of July and then go to the end of May. Now, I know a lot of you will say, well, that's not really year-round. Well, for us it is. So we still take 6 weeks off in the summer from the beginning of June to the middle of July. And when I say off, I really mean we do homeschool light in the summer. For those 6 weeks, my kids are doing math facts, they are doing independent reading, they are doing history studies when they go on to a website or read about what's going on in the world. They are still learning. Beauty of homeschool, your kids are learning all the time. Whether you like it or not, they're learning something. So I will go ahead and show you that our days, and I know this says Project Face, just because I don't know how to change it on my computer, which is totally fine. I just did this for my own personal benefit this year. But our days and our sections of time tend to run 30 to 35 days of schooling between break weeks. So our first term is usually from end of July, middle of July to end of August. So it's about 6 weeks and we really hop in with 30 days. And I'll show you that little section right here. Can you see? And then our second section is from September, second week of September. So like right after Labor Day, we take that whole week off between August and September. We finish at the end of August, we take that first week off of September, and then go ahead for 35 days. So that's our longest stretch, and that's our 7-week stretch. And that's probably our toughest, but it's the fall. We get a lot of outside time. If it's nice out, we sit outside in front of our house or in our backyard and do our schoolwork. There's no point to be inside if you don't have to be. There's no rule that says your schooling has to happen at a certain place or at your table or at a desk or at a computer. Beauty of homeschool, you can car school. Take it in the car while you're on the way to the grocery store. Don't matter. Our kids take their books outside so that, you know, if they're done with a page of spelling, they can run for a few minutes and then come right back to their books and go ahead and do their next subject. So that section of time usually runs from, like I said, the second week of September until the week right before Halloween and All Saints Day. And so we take that week off. I'll show you there. We take that week off typically because, one, we have guests from out of town who we love to spend time with. And two, we like to really celebrate and have our kids understand the idea of praying for the souls who have departed and understanding that yes, Halloween is a fun holiday, but also, you know, we should be praying for people who have passed away. Whatever that means to your family, that's when you should take your breaks, but that's when we take our break. Then, this is going to sound kind of weird, but we take our first 2 weeks of November and school, then we take off the whole week for Thanksgiving, and then we do another 4 weeks of school and take off 3 weeks for Christmas and New Year. I know that sounds like a lot. So our term 3 is November 5th through the 16th-ish. Depending on when Thanksgiving falls, this happened to be this year. And then November 26th, which was right after Thanksgiving, the Monday right after Thanksgiving, until December 21st. And then we go ahead and take off the 3 weeks between there. It looks like this year we only took off 2. We really did take off 3, so we were able to adjust our schedules, which means we'll finish actually the last week of May. Totally fine. That gives us time to really celebrate as a family. Beauty of homeschool again. We adjust our schedule so that it fits our needs. In this house, we really, really love our holidays. We make cookies. We visit family. We usually tend to have multiple holiday get-togethers where we really just celebrate being together. And that means so much to us. And to our kids, that time spent together is so much more meaningful than any gifts, tactile gifts that they could receive. So we really do take that time to be together as a family. Term 4 should have started January 7th. I think we took that week off. I'll have to look back at my calendar. We definitely took off the last week of January. It was my birthday. We all went away for a week. Beauty of homeschool, we were able to plan a trip with my family and we just went away and we didn't do school. We celebrated together as a family and our kids learned patience and kindness and sharing, and sometimes those things are more important than anything that you can learn in a book. A wonderful wise friend once told me that. So our 4th term was technically supposed to be 25 days, which would have been January 7th until February 8th. Now, we did not take off the week for Valentine's Day, so we were supposed to, but in order to make up for the week we took off at the end of January, we just went ahead and did January 7th until the 25th of January, took off that week, and then we did February 4th straight on through, and now we'll be going till the end of March. Don't tell the kids. Shh, that's a long stretch. But we've had some days here and there where we're like, okay, we need a break. Let's just take it easy today. We'll spread it out over the next few days if we need to catch up. And that works out perfectly for our family. The next time we'll take a break is for Easter. And we usually take 2 weeks for Easter. Easter's a huge deal in our house. We celebrate that with our whole hearts. We really do appreciate and love that season in our homes. And then we'll finish up towards the end of May. And I'm going to go ahead and show you this schedule so you can get an idea. I just went ahead and did this during our 6-week break in the summer. And I planned out, how many days each section was going to be. But then guess what, guys? Everything changed and it was totally fine. And we are still going to finish on time. We'll finish at the end of May. We'll still have our 6 weeks of summer. And if we spill over into one of our 6 weeks, big whoop. It's not a huge deal. Our kids will still learn. Our kids will still finish the school year. But, there's no competition. There's no race to finish by a certain day. I mean, we told Seton when we'd like to finish, and that's July 13th or 17th, somewhere in there, because that's when we started. So, we have a full year to finish our studies. Why not take advantage of that? Nobody says you have to finish in the first 180 days or that you have to match your public school calendar. There are rules state to state that change, county to county that change. However, we know what we have to get done. We know how much time we have to do it, and we take advantage of that full 365 days to do it. And you have to do what works best for your family. This helped us so much to stay on track of, what days we wanted to work and what days we wanted to take off and when we wanted to vacation, because let's face it, homeschoolers can vacation when everybody else is in school. We get fewer crowds. We get better deals because we can take time in the off seasons. Our family loves to take trips together. We are very much about doing experiences instead of having actual physical gifts. We are about taking classes together and learning together. And, this schedule allows for all of that. We are able to go visit beautiful churches, beautiful shrines, have family memories together, and to us that's more important. But this schedule is what allows all of that. We're very lucky that we're able to follow something like this. Maybe this won't work for your family, but maybe this gives you an idea of how you can plan out your year once you have your curriculum in order, or once you have the idea of what you'd like to do for your homeschool in order. You can also just go ahead and mark up a calendar, buy one at the dollar store, put it on your computer, however you want to do it. This helps. It helps you to stay on track. It helps you to see the future of your homeschool. It helps your students to set goals. Like, our kids know where this calendar is. They have each of them has one in their binder. I have one in my master binder. So it helps them to say, okay, I know I have a book report due. I know I have a paragraph due. It helps your kids to be independent. This serves so many purposes. And all I had to do was sit at my computer for maybe an hour and really think about, when do we want to take our breaks around our own religious holidays and festivals? When do we want to take our family trips or vacations together? And when do we really want to start and finish? Do I want to give my kids a 6-week break? Sure, why not? We all deserve a little bit of time to just decompress, relax, and think about our mental health over the summer. You know, that's important too. So I highly recommend doing this. Mental breaks, mentally preparing you for your school year, and also giving you an idea of a start and a finish goals. How many days do you want between your sections? How many semesters do you have that you really want to focus on? You know, all of that can be put into this calendar. I hope that this helps somebody today. I hope that it helps you plan out your school year. I hope that maybe you've been inspired to do your own calendar. Whatever you take away from this video today, I wish you the best. Have a great evening and good night!